Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all this wonderful Wednesday evening. Only a couple of days to go to the Christmas Day, so everyone looking forward to that, no doubt. Right, we have a terrific show lined up for you, as we always do on our Christmas special. So, going straight off to our first performer, who's not here in person, but he's sent us a video all the way from Canada. It's Dr. Michael Likey.
A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This was published in London, England in the 1840s and is considered to be a ghost story more than anything else. And although it was published way back in the 1840s, it's still popular today, not just as a ghost story, but as a moral story. For you see, it began many years ago in London. And in London, people walked through cobblestone streets. They dealt with the fog. They dealt with all sorts of hindrances that may have gotten in their way. And these hindrances included not only the cold and the fog, but also as well mysteries. For on this night, which was Christmas Eve, Ebenezer Scrooge, known to be a tight, miserly, cruel, non-compassionate individual, at his work barely gave Bob Cratchit, one of his employees, the night off to be with his family, to enjoy a wonderful Christmas meal together. Bob also had a son who was confined to crutches named Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim was the exact opposite of Ebenezer Scrooge. He was compassionate, loving, optimistic, in fact. However, on this cold, blustery night, this foggy night, Ebenezer Scrooge went home, went to bed. And then shortly after he went to bed, there was the rattling of chains. There was the appearance of something far from alive. It was in fact the ghost of Jacob Marley. Jacob Marley, who was confined to walk the earth in chains as a spirit for all his dastardly, miserly deeds. And on this night, he warned Ebenezer Scrooge to change his ways, lest he walk the earth in chains forever in the afterlife. Ebenezer, shaken by this revelation, went back to bed, dozing off. And then at the strike of one, appeared the first ghost, the ghost of Christmas past. And this ghost of Christmas past took Ebenezer on a journey. Gently taking his hand, they both melted through the walls of Ebenezer's home. And Ebenezer had a journey into his past, which initially was joyous, which initially was loving. However, due to mistreatment, due to many heartaches Ebenezer had to endure, he halted. Actually, Belle, his fiancée, halted their impending marriage, which again made him crueler, hurt, weighed heavily on his heart. And then suddenly Ebenezer found himself back in bed again, near and close to his pillows for comfort. Then suddenly, before he knew it, there was again another ghost. This ghost was the ghost of Christmas present, and this ghost gently taking Ebenezer's hand took him on a journey through the four walls of his home. Flying high overhead, Ebenezer observed Bob Cratchit and Tiny Tim with all his great humility and gratitude. This moved Ebenezer somewhat. And then, his head reeling, he found himself back in bed, only moments later to be taken on a third journey. This journey being the ghost of Christmas future, the ghost of Christmas yet to come. And as this ghost materialized in Ebenezer's bedroom, gently taking his hand, they flew off through the four walls and on a third journey, which shook Ebenezer to his core, for he observed a happy, a joyous London where people rejoiced, danced, sang because someone had passed. And Ebenezer, curious, asking the ghost of Christmas future who had passed. This ghost took Ebenezer to the cemetery. They flew through the cold and through the fog, the wintry fog, landing near a headstone. And at this headstone, Ebenezer knelt to read the name of this person that everyone was joyously celebrating their passing. And what did it say? Ebenezer Scrooge. Shocked, hurt, dismayed, his whole world spinning, he found himself back in bed once again. And because of this little journey, he found himself, of the three ghosts, he found himself enlightened. He found himself on a journey that consisted of compassion, love, giving, and generosity.
Hey, thank you, Dr. Michael, getting us off on the Christmas spirit tonight. So, staying over that side of the pond, moving down from Canada to Texas, and our very, very, very good friend who always comes up with something gorgeous, Robina. Come in, Robin.
Well, hello. I want to tell everybody happy holidays. No matter what holiday you celebrate, we always have a little bit of everything to be here with you. And of course, we always want to give a little beauty to share all around the world for everyone. Now, matches are really supposed to light. Maybe this is just a signal that the candles are not being lit tonight. Aha, finally. Three's the charm. So we want to give you a little bit of light and a little bit of happiness. And wishing Merry Christmas to everyone. And I thought you might enjoy helping me light my tree. We always want a candy cane. But do we really have enough magic? Maybe. Let's see. Ah, very nice.
and we'll move immediately over to recover the situation to the fabulous Magic Maisie. Hi there, Maisie.
Hello. I'll just move the chat away quickly. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Now, I keep getting this really weird, reoccurring dream where I win the lottery, but I don't win money. I actually win a holiday to go to any destination with any celebrity. But when I wake up, I can't remember who I go on holiday with and where I go. So I'm going to need someone's help to make me remember. So Kevin, would you mind nominating a lady to help me for me, please? Oh, you're muted, Kevin.
Stuart?
Do we get with Jill, yeah?
Yeah.
There we go.
Hello, Jill. Would you mind unmuting?
Solstice blessings.
Merry Christmas. What I'd like you to do is I've got a deck of cards with all different destinations on, like Venice, Athens, Chicago, Paris, Milan, Dublin. They're all different. So, Jill, I'm going to riffle through the deck, and I'd just like you to say stop at any point.
Stop.
There?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look. You've picked for me to go to Las Vegas.
Oh,
Very nice. Have you been to Las Vegas before?
no.
No, me neither, but I'd love to go. So I'm going to Las Vegas. Now, I've got 6 different celebrities. I've got Bradley Cooper, Kevin Hart, Tom Holland, Ryan Reynolds. My dad loves Ryan Reynolds. Tom Cruise and Dwayne Johnson. Now, have you got a favourite of one of these celebrities?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Have you seen the new Top Gun?
No, not my sort of film, really.
No, my dad and brother have seen it, but I haven't yet. So what I'd like you to do is I don't want you to focus on the celebrities. I just want you to name a number between 1 and 6 for me.
4.
4. Okay, so do you want me to start counting from this end or this end?
The end nearer me.
Bradley Cooper or Dwayne Johnson, sorry.
Johnson.
Okay, so you picked 4, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've picked for me to go to Las Vegas with Tom Holland.
Right.
So that's very cool. Now, there's one thing that you need at an airport, and that is a plane ticket. And I've actually got one here with me today. And it says, I'll just pass it to Dad so he can see it. It says, on one side, fantasy flights boarding pass, and on the other side says, passengers, Mr. Tom Holland and Magic Maisie, destination Las Vegas, Nevada, date 16th of the 17th of the 7th, 2022. Comments: no Spider-Man costumes on board. Thank you. Now, there's one thing that I love to get on holiday, and that's a postcard. And I thought that it'd be cool if I actually had a postcard and it has a picture of me and Tom Holland in Las Vegas.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
Thank
Hope
you.
have a lovely Christmas.
Thank you. And
Thank you,
you.
everyone. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Terrific. Thank you, Maisie. Absolutely wonderful. Right, now I don't know if this is going to work because while Maisie was on, a video dropped into my inbox and I've no idea what this is about. I've just queued it up and let's just see. Oh, no, it's not worked. So it will take a few seconds and we will move on to Iceland and to Gunnar. Hi there, Gunnar.
Hello everybody, and I hope you're all getting ready for the holidays. Lee, are you unmuted?
I am now, yes.
So a lot of people, they celebrate Christmas, others celebrate Hanukkah or different festivals. In Sweden, there is a cheese festival that is celebrated every year, and I found out there is even a cheese festival in Sturminster Newton in England. So I'm going to show you some cheese festival celebration magic.
Lovely.
So yeah, I've got 4 blank cards. We're going to use 3 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them up in a random way, like this, and like this. Now, do you want this card on the left or on the right?
On the left.
On the left.
On the left.
Okay. And this one, do you want it on the left, in the center, or on the right?
In the center, I think.
In the center, okay.
Yeah.
So we're not using this one. So we're only using those 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the row like this, and you tell me to stop whenever you want me to stop.
Oh, oh.
Stop here.
Stop. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Okay. So A, B, or C? How do you want the order for 1, 2, 3? Do you want A here, or do you want it in 2 or 3?
No, it's good where it is.
B,
Well,
do you want it here, or do you want it mixed with any of the others?
swap B with C.
So swap those 2 here.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the order like they are now?
Yep, that's good.
Okay. So now I bring in the cheese. So do you want me to put the cheese with A, with B, or with C?
I think with C.
With C. Do you want to put it here? So I'll take the card C, and I'll put it by the cheese. By the way, this is a smelly cheese. This is a very stinky. Oh, do you see what's happening? Do you see? You see, it's really, it's not staying still at all. Something really is happening. Okay, I'm gonna put it down here by the cheese. It seems like it can smell the cheese, but if this card can smell the cheese, I'm wondering about the other 2. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Look, they all could smell the cheese, and they are pointing their nose directly to the cheese. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for
Lovely.
helping me.
No problem.
Happy Cheese
Thank you for the
Festival.
cheese.
Happy Cheese Festival. Thank you, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Gunnar. As always, something weird and wacky and terrific. That's great. Great for Christmas. Okay, so I found out why that video didn't play, was it hadn't finished downloading. So it's now downloaded, and I say I have no idea what this is. I haven't watched it, and here we go.
Oh, well, hello. Welcome along to the Open Mic Magic evening, and I hope you're all having a fun Christmas time. Just wanted to pop by and say a few hellos, really. Well, to Kevin and Stuart and Gunnar for organising this wonderful thing, and well, there's apparently a very naughty girl. Her name is Jill. You're still on the naughty list. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, wow. Terrific. Thank you, Santa. Fabulous. Okay, so where are we? That completely thrown me. Right, moving back to the UK and to a very good friend of mine who's a regular on the Monday Night Magic Circle virtual meetings, where he always shows us some of his collection. And he's decided to come and do a little bit of a Christmas bit for us tonight. So welcome, Peterjon.
Oh, Tonight I'm showing you a piece of mechanical equipment. It is a nut and a bolt with a collar. I won't take it right off. I was a bit nervous, I might not get it back on again. As you can see, brass bolt and nut. Now, what we need to do is get the magic fluence going. I know what you may be thinking, some kind of static in the wand. So wind it up again and hold it right to the camera, and if I concentrate, it even goes uphill. Look. And there it is, an ordinary brass nut and collar. I now move on to a happy Christmas trick. Well, you don't hear of a sad Christmas trick now, do you? I have a list of Christmas items, different names to do with Christmas. There's also a prediction. Now, I'd like someone to help. I don't know if you can put beside me Ben Selleck. Ben Selleck may be in the second screen. Ben Selleck is a new member of the Somerset Magicians, very talented young lad, and he does a lot with children, Sunday school and magic shows, and he's particularly good with balloons. Ben, would you be able to help me? I'm going to ask you in a minute when I say to choose one of these.
Yeah, of course I can.
Thank you. So what I will do is to go through these. Well, I'll take them from the list and hold them up. So we have the snowman, carols, trees. I'm losing the light, aren't I? Oh, there we go. Christmas,
Yeah.
holly. And there are several ways we can have these chosen. Unfortunately, on the Zoom, I don't have the possibility of someone reaching out, pointing to one, or taking one. So we've devised a method to get round that. And that is that to save time, we haven't done all 28, we've chosen 6. And we put them into the business pay envelopes. So we have Christmas trees, I don't know what that one is, snow, I think. Oh, Santa. Bells, that could be Christmas bells, angels bells, tinkly bells. In Peter Pan, we've got a fairy, Tinkerbell. I don't know what that one is. It's upside down, you see. So and on my screen, it's back to front as well. I don't know what was that one. I don't know. So, and prickly one, holly, and last but not least, ivy. There's a prediction in the envelope. Now, this way, if we number the envelopes, perhaps Ben, wait till I say, I'll ask you to choose one. So if I number them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd like you to choose one. I could, of course, use a dice, but of course, some of you know me, and you may think I have a loaded dice. Quite right. So I can't use the dice, so we'll get someone to choose. So if I count from 1 to 6 that end, Ben, would you like to choose one of the numbers?
Number 4, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So number 4. Any magician watching will know what I mean if I said, oh dear, flashed it for a bit. And you have chosen the 1 bell. And in my envelope, we have a prediction.
That.
Bell. Great. A big clap for Ben for choosing the right one. Thank you very much.
Oh, well done. That's great.
Thank you. Happy Christmas, everyone.
Thank you, Peterjon. Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, everybody is keeping within the spirit of things. So I think it's time for another little video.
Yeah, but I missed Jolin.
Sorry, somebody's got themselves unmuted. If you could just mute yourselves, please. Right, so we've got a little video of some of our regular performers for over the year who haven't managed to join us tonight. So they've sent us tiny little snippets to do with the festive season. So here we go.
The force of gravity is amazing. Watch this. What?
What do you call a magician in the middle of Christmas shopping? Overdrawn! Ho, 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 ho. It's funny because it's true. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, I love these things. I even bought 2 of these because I commit. Ho, ho, ho. Unlike my exes. Ho, ho, ho. Same joke, different week.
Kevin, thank you so much for keeping magic alive during the pandemic and beyond. Thank you, everyone at Open Mic Magic. You are all an inspiration to me. It's been an honor to be a part of it, and I hope I get to be a part of it again in the new year. This is Micah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Good evening, guys. Sorry I can't be there tonight. Me and Dave are elsewhere performing. I just thought I'd show you this, what I've been learning. Don't get any wrong ideas. It's a family show.
Phil Piz. Look, street med. They never saw it coming. I'm a master at work, let me show you something. Pay attention to the details. You get lost in the trick and prove up a veil. Look, it's the art of illusion, causes some doubts in your observation. I got you there in the palm of my hand, rethinking the whole situation. Come a little closer, you think that you know, but you don't. Spreading some doubts, still thinking I'll stop, but I won't. Soon to the top, it seems there's something up in my sleeve. But open your eyes, I'm an honest man, and since the beginning I told no lies.
Sorry I couldn't be with you tonight. Merry Christmas, everybody. and a Happy New Year.
Terrific. Thank you. Thank you to Charles, Micah, and Phil for filling in a little bit there. Okay, so from our little snippet section, back to the USA and to Mike Shaw. Hi there, Mike.
Hello, magicians and magic fans. Today, I'd like to do a little trick called Animal Tarot, using these different animal cards. And in order to do this, I will need a volunteer to, well, someone who would like to have their tarot read and find out what their spirit animal might be. I was wondering if perhaps maybe Robina was available or someone else, but is Robina there? Would you be able to help?
Sure. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. So as I showed a moment ago, we have some animal cards here, and we're going to determine your spirit animal. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to move through these cards like this and tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right here? Okay, let's take a look at this animal that you've chosen. Okay, you've chosen the mouse, and I want to tell you a little bit about it, okay? And this is sort of a reading, while I lay the cards out. So I'm going to turn my monitor here so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let me just get it back here. And I'll just lay these cards out for you, and I'll give you sort of a little spiritual reading. This is nothing really too controversial. It's not witchcraft, and it's not religious, but let me just put these cards out. So to tell you just a little bit about the mouse, you know, I found it very interesting that Gunnar had that little piece of cheese, and what a coincidence that you chose the mouse, because I think that is very relevant. So for example, Robina, the mouse spirit animal is represents cleanliness, cleverness, conservation, detail-oriented, and fastidiousness. So those are some of the characteristics of the mouse. And of course, we know mice like cheese, and I'm just rearranging these cards here because you had a free choice of which animal to choose. And I think it's kind of interesting that you chose the mouse because, okay, I think we're all set here. The cards are laid out, and I just want you to see all the different cards that we've got. That was your choice, and tell you just a little bit more about this animal. So hyper-awareness and humility and resourcefulness are the characteristics. As you know, as Gunnar pointed out, mice like cheese, and there was a cheese festival in Sweden for Christmas. Native American folklore have the mouse as a character who often finds solutions. In the Hindu religion, you may know that the mouse is the vehicle for Ganesh, who is the elephant-headed deity, and Ganesh is the remover of obstacles. In Celtic, Welsh, and Irish legends, the mouse figures favorably. In the Chinese zodiac, the mouse is the first sign and associated with new beginnings. And as we come to the end of the year and new beginnings, you'll notice that the card that you chose is actually represented in the backs of all the other cards. Can you see the mouse here, the image of a mouse? You can see that? So I wanted to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and a joyous New Year. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. But no cheese. Where's the cheese? We want cheese.
Gunnar has the cheese.
Gonna have the cheese. Okay, fabulous. Terrific, fabulous stuff. Okay, so moving over to New York City to my good friend Tommy Burnett, who couldn't perform for us tonight because he's been so busy over this holiday period. But we've snipped a little bit of his performance from his show from last night. And so here we go, Tommy Burnett.
All right, if we want to see any comments on Facebook. All right, so I'm gonna do a couple of Christmas themed things, but I need to turn off my green screen so you can actually see my green screen and see my colors, because my colors are green for Christmas, and I also have some other colors that have different Christmas right now. Different Christmas gift ideas. I'm going to try and zoom in a little bit so you can see these a little bit better. Hopefully you can see these.
That's good.
Yeah, okay, good. So I'm going to show you a couple. We have a diamond bracelet on the top, six pairs of socks. Wow, I can't even read that.
5 golden rings, silver rings.
Here we go. Yeah,
Premium movie pass.
Premium movie pass. Yeah, Express from China. Let me go to another one. A furry dog. A shiny red bicycle. Let's see what else we have. European vacation. That's a good one. We even have 7 swans swimming. Right? What else do we have? We have, one of my favorites, a cheese wheel. Who doesn't love a cheese wheel for Christmas, right? Classical guitar, black leather jacket, inline skates, a money tree. A tree actually made of money. No, it's a type of tree called a money tree. And so they're all different, right? And we'll just go through these. Each color really is different. I don't want to waste time going through all of these at the moment. But let's see, can we get a volunteer who hasn't been called on yet? Let's see.
Pick Ella.
Oh, is Ella here? Where's Ella? Kevin, can you find
No, Ella's not there anymore.
Yeah, I thought she left.
We could reluctantly choose Bill.
I know. Very, very reluctantly. No, Bill is fine. Let's get Bill up here. There we go. Hi, Bill. How are you, my friend? You're on mute.
I'm always on mute.
My ex used to put me on mute all the time, so I can relate. I can relate. So I have 10 cards, as I said you before. Each one has a list of 10 possible items. They are all numbered 1 through 10. I did mix them up a little bit, so they're not in any particular order. But let me see if I can put them in order so I can find what you're looking for. What I want you to do, Bill, is name any number from 1 to 10. It could be 1 or 10, but go ahead and name any number for 1 to 10.
5.
5. Okay, so I will take out 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is number 5. It does have a number 5 on the bottom. And I just want you to remember any one of these. Don't tell me what it is, but when you have it, let me know.
Got it.
Okay, and now
Got
I
it.
will give, okay, now I will give this a shuffle because it doesn't matter. Okay, all right. And now I'm going to show this to you again, and I just want you to make sure you have it in your mind. So if you see it again, you should say yes or no.
No.
Okay?
No.
It's not on here either?
No.
Okay? How about on here?
No, Tommy.
It's not on here either?
Yes.
It is on here.
No, it is on.
It's
Yes.
on, yeah, okay. So we'll just mix these up, all right? And I want you to concentrate on the gift that you were thinking of. Oh, interesting. Okay, I feel now some of these have colors, like for example, the onyx pendant is black. The fruitcake is multicolored. It has a whole bunch of different colors. What else do we have on here that has colors? Well, the electric train set is usually has red or blue, but you get the idea. That all his pasta maker, which is usually silver, gold earrings. But I feel like the item that you were thinking of is mostly green. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And is this something that might change over time?
What do you mean?
Like it might get bigger over time?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I know exactly what this is.
Money tree.
It's a money tree.
Boss, show
Yes.
me the money.
I know. There's a money tree.
Show me the money.
A money tree in the mail. No,
Thank you, Tommy. And yes, as everyone's mentioned, yet another cheese reference. I think very, very cheesy show tonight. So, right, we're going to swap things around a bit. So normally we've got 3 items to come up. Normally I stick myself in right at the end, but we're going to change things up a bit. So I'm going to go on now. Then we have George Smith, who's been preparing something wonderful, he says. So we will see what he's got. And then after that, we've got a little Christmas monologue from our good friend Alan Fisher to end the evening on. So I need a couple of helpers, but only in sound, because I want them to be able to see the full screen and explain why in a minute. No, Joseph, you helped last night. Let's have a look. Lee Alex, do you want to help me? Okay, just switch your mic on so I can hear you.
Okay, now. Yep.
And Jill, I would use you, but it looks like you're on your iPad, so you might not be able to see writing on the screen clearly. So yeah, you've nodded. Okay, so let's find somebody else. Seiko, my good friend Seiko there.
Yeah, put my mic on.
Down in the south of Spain at the moment. So hopefully it's a little bit warmer down there, Seiko, than it is up here in the UK.
It's definitely warmer, but it's cold still.
So together with Lee, Alex, and Seiko, we're going to try and create a little bit of Christmas something or other. So let me just go to. Now, normally I use. Thank you, Joe. Normally I use blue back cards, as people who've seen the shows, that's all those. But because it's Christmas, I thought I'd use a red pack of cards. And again, because it's Christmas, I'm just going to choose red cards out of the red pack of cards. Now, obviously, Father Christmas is all in red. It didn't used to be. It used to be all in green until Coca-Cola decided that we'll rebrand Christmas. And this pack hasn't been used yet. It's brand new. So they are in what's called new deck order. And so I'm just going to go and find the hearts and take them out for now and use them. And Lee, what I'm going to do is just give these because there's only a few, it's really difficult to sort of shuffle cards like this. So just say if I've given them a good enough mix for you, or you want me to carry on mixing.
Just one more time is fine.
One more time is fine. Okay, there we go. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so what we have in a second, if I press the right button, is you're going to help me create, between the two of you, a Christmas wish.
Okay.
So, hopefully you can both see that screen, and around, I'm just going to hold the cards up actually, because otherwise you might think I'm doing something tricky down on the table. On that screen, so Lee, can you have a look at all the different wishes and choose one for yourself? Yeah, and while Lee's doing that, Seiko, if you could find yourself a wish as well. And if everybody out there has a careful look at that, all the wishes are of different lengths, which will be important in a minute. Different number of words, different number of letters in each word. So whatever you choose is going to be fairly random to what we're going to do with the cards in a second. So, Lee, have you found yourself a wish?
I have. There's too many to choose from, mate.
Okay, so which one are you going to use? Which one are you going to go for?
Help my friend.
Help? I'll help my friend. I'm going to just write it down. Help my friend. So I can take this picture. And Seiko, have you found something on there that you like?
Yeah, try a new hobby.
Where's that one? Find.
Right at the top on the left-hand side.
Find
on the top on the left.
Oh no, try new hobby. Try new hobby. Okay, so both of you decided to go for 3 words, but you could have chosen anything with 2 words, and they're both different lengths of words, etc. So if I go back to the table, Lee, we'll start with your word, with your little phrase. And I say it was really important that we mixed the cards up and that you chose randomly. And we're just going to spell out those words and see what card you come to. Okay? So, help my friend. H-E-L-P. And watch me careful, I'm not doing anything sneaky. M-Y. F-R-I-E-N-D.
Yep. Good. Good.
So that leaves one card on top. Yep. Over there. And then we'll see, we'll do yours. Try new hobby. Yeah.
Yep.
So TRY NEW HOBBY and dump them on top. And again, we'll just move the top card over. So, just to recap, loads of different phrases. You could have chosen any one of those. They were different numbers of words, different lengths of words. So whatever we came to was going to be different depending on the phrase that you chose. And as I said, they were the aces, the hearts out of a new deck, and you could have chosen any of these ones as your card. But together, I think the two of you, thank you very much, have created a little Christmas miracle.
Brilliant. Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you, guys. Right. Okay. The moment we've been waiting for all evening. George Smith. Hello, George.
Overpromise and underperform is what I tend to do in life. So thank you, Kevin, for such a generous opening for what's about to happen. Kev, while you're there, you might as well help me with this. But before that, Martin, are you still in the audience? Martin Duffy?
Yeah, I can see Martin.
Martin.
Hello. Hi, George. All right.
I need a number. Any number between, like, let's say 1 and 50,000. Whatever you want to pick.
Any number of digits then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1. 12,059. That's a strange one. 12059. That's a good number, isn't it? Random number.
I'm just going to leave that there as for later. But Kevin, while you're there, you might as well have the rest of the trick if you don't mind.
Yep.
6 cards, 6 songs. Pretty much the same as last year. I'm asking you, Kevin, to help me because like that's a fair shuffle. I'm not doing anything funny. They're blank on the back. There's no markings or anything like that. But they are all different. Yeah.
Yep.
But you can confirm that there's no funny shuffle or anything like that going on. Point. Yeah. I'm gonna put them down. Pick a number between 1 and 6, Kevin.
3.
3, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yep.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I couldn't make it any fairer than Kevin. You're going to have to excuse me while I squint at my music sheet because I can't find my glasses, so I'm going to have to squint a little bit. They've got cars, big as bars, they've got rivers of gold. When the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on that cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome, you were pretty, queen of New York City. And when the band finished playing, they howled out some more. Sinatra was singing, and all the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner, and then danced through the night. The the boys of the NYPD were singing Galway Bay, and the phones were ringing out for Christmas Day.
Hey,
Kevin, do you know that song? I know you do, because I know it's your
favourite
favourite.
Christmas song, George.
But we didn't set anything up beforehand.
No.
We didn't set anything, and that's honest to God truth.
Yeah.
You could have picked any of the numbers between 1 and 6. The ones you missed,
Jingle
Jingle
Bells.
Bells. Last Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
I Don't Want a Lot for Christmas, 12 Days of Christmas, and Feliz Navidad, which is actually a favourite of mine. But of the 6, you could have picked.
Yay.
You picked Fairy Tale of New York. Now, that's not the end of my routine. I asked Martin to pick a number specifically so that you know this present that has been wrapped. It's been here the whole time if anyone watched me on Zoom. But I'm going to unwrap a Christmas tree. I'm a big fisherman, friends, and by the way, inside I made a prediction earlier today about how the show would go. Let's get them in some sort of order. Today, the show went a little bit like this. Matches are supposed to like Robina. Watch me make the music disappear. OBS will crash. It's a family show, Phil. What a coincidence. Robina chose a mouse. Unmute, Kevin. You were muted. Maisie will go to Las Vegas with Tom Holland, thanks to Jill. Put the cheese with C. It smells. Download speeds suck. You don't get a sad Christmas trick. Kevin will pick Fairy Tale of New York. Martin will pick 12,059. Thank you, everyone. Merry Christmas. Thank you to Kevin and Stuart. Thank you to everyone else. Have a good night.
Lovely. Thank you, George. Absolutely well worth waiting for. So it's almost time to say Feliz Navidad and Happy Christmas and good night to all. But before then, we have my very, very good friend Alan Fisher giving us a little Christmas monologue. Now, I must say that there's if anybody here is of a nervous disposition or doesn't like the odd word that sort of says, why don't tonight, then don't watch this, because Alan, apart from being a magician, is a very, very funny comedian, and he has produced an R or X-rated Happy Christmas message.
Hello, boys and girls. Uncle Alan here to tell you that wonderful story of the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, 'cause we's all drunk as a louse. With Ma in the whorehouse and Pa in jail, I had just settled down for a nice piece of tale. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang for my sister-in-law to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tripped over a broom and busted my ass. And I spied a round figure who must have been Saint Nick, 'cause he was sitting out there just a-whipping his dick. And he called to his reindeers, "Now climb them walls, get moving, you damn bastards, or I'll cut off your balls." And then in a twinkling I heard as they hit the sound of 8 reindeer taking a shit. And when he flew down the chimney like a bat out of hell, I knew in my heart the motherfucker had fell. And he filled all the stockings with pretzels and beer, and a rubber dick for the family queer. And I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Piss on you all, it's been one hell of a night." Merry Christmas, boys and girls.
Ah, that's ever so sweet. Thank you, Alan. And thank you, everybody who's been with us through our Christmas special. And a happy, Merry Christmas to you all, and a very, very healthy, wealthy, and prosperous New Year. From all of us here, good night. From Dr. Michael Likey, Robina, Magic Maisie, Gunnar, Peterjon, Mike Shaw, Tommy Burnett, myself, George Smith, and Alan Fisher, good night. And to everyone on Facebook, bye, bye, bye.